welcome to Desilo training session. In this session, I'm going to explain you inspiration feature of our Desilo One platform and how it is useful for your clients. Inspiration feature is primarily a pre-design tool. Before designers make a design for customers, they have to first understand the kind of liking your clients have, what type of image they have of their house in their mind, and just getting some inputs from them so they can actually serve them with the right mood board, and that increases the chance of converting that particular lead. So starting with, like, when you purchase a Desilo One platform, you have to log in as an admin. First, when you come here on an inspiration tab, you see two options here. One is a global and other is a custom. Global is like images we actually give with our platform, which are also curated from different sources. Very And we also have tagged these images with the right information about the what is there in an image. But we recommend you initially you can start with global, but we recommend you to set up your own company's images. So for an example, if you are doing projects, you can add your project. Suppose you are doing projects in a commercial and a residential, you can actually upload both type of images and you can tag them with a label like commercial, residential, so those can also be searched. You can add any of the inspiration which are like commonly you suggest to your customers. You can upload those in this repository. So first time when you logged in, you first have to set up your custom images. So I'll just give an example of, like, I'm selecting few images. So say I'm selecting these 5-10 images. Uh, and what we are doing is I'll also select maybe one little a larger size image, like this in few MBs. So what we do is, like, when you upload these images, and you have to upload only images, no videos. Once you upload these images, so you'll click on upload, and we compress these images. So if you have like 4 5 MB or 15 MB image, those will be very huge for to be loaded. So we compress those images. So you see all these images uploaded and these are compressed. If I click on any image, you see these are auto tagged. So there is an indoor, it is interior design, there is a furniture, couch, it is a lobby, table, mirror. All these things are like objects have been automatically identified by our Daisy AI assistant, and all those are auto tagged. Now if you want to tag with like any label of your own company, you can also do that. So you can just go and add maybe label like residential. um, and if you want to select any design style and tag, you can also add a multiple design style. So you can select here and you can do save. I'll click it again. There you can see that both design style and the label has been saved. Now if you have to do the bulk update of the label, so for an example, I'll also click this image to show that it must have been tagged with the television. So if anyone search television, this image should pop up. So I'll just like do the bulk update here. So you click on these three dots, you select the bulk update, then you select the images you want to tag. Suppose these images you want to tag. So you click on update, add a label, like I can say um, residential for now. Okay, and you press enter. You can add multiple labels. I'm also doing a minimalistic here, and I'm updating. So if I go and check these images, I do have this residential and the minimalistic tag applied for all images. You can also, like, now if I want to search with the residential, you can use this search book. All these 4 images which we tagged with the label is here. Like, I will also search television because that was auto television, that was auto tagged. So you see that, like, all the images, like there is a small TV here, this TV, all these are automatically identified by our algorithm. Now once you are set up for your like custom inspiration, what all you have to do? So first you have to go to your settings. Okay, in a settings you have a client tab setting. So if you are a pro customer, like in this example, this is a pro account, so you will have your own domain hosted client tab. But if you are a growth customer, you will have your client tab hosted on client.desilo.com. So what you have to do is, like, you have a choice that whether you want to show custom images or global images both. So by default, both global and custom will be visible to your client. So I'll go to client tab to describe it, but I'm going to select custom only for now. Okay, and do save. So now I'll go to client tab. So this is my client tab for this particular account. If you go, you see a inspiration here. So this is what your customers see when they open. So initial stage, when it's in pre-design phase, you can ask your customer to come here, take a quiz. So that will also give you some inputs about your customer liking. You can also come to inspiration. You see all these images which I actually uploaded there are being displayed here. Now what customers can do, so they can do like this image. So when they like this image will become as a shortlisted. I'll go back to this particular project. So you see here, this is like Akhiljan project. So I'll go to my projects list. In this project, if I come to inspiration, okay, um, I see a shortlisted. So because I was using this earlier as well, there are more shortlisted, but like you see, this image has been shortlisted, right? So I'll go back here. Let me shortlist another image. So let me shortlist this image. Okay, so this will also be there in shortlisted. Let's refresh it. So this bookshelf is also come as a shortlisted. So your customer can actually do the shortlisting to share a taste that what type of projects or your previous projects they are liking. Your designers will get an input here. Now your designers can also do the uploads from here. So suppose your designer want to recommend few images. Suppose I'm just going to recommend some one or two image to them. Like for an example, let me recommend this temple image. Okay, so I'll just to select these image and 1 minute I'll do recommend. Okay, so when your clients will go to their recommended section, they will see this temple. So they can also see that okay, which image my designer is recommending to me, and they can also shortlist this image if they like it. Other than that, like your customers can also upload an image. Suppose they have downloaded from internet, or they have some images with them which they want to share, or they can also share their house current images, like how their current house look like. So that like designers gets input, they can come here, they can actually select the image. Suppose I'm selecting this, and they can actually upload. So they can write it like this, I need table like this. Okay, and they can give this input and it will be displayed here. If you, and now I'll go to CRM, you see here the comment uploaded one, and this is the image which was uploaded. There is a remark which is customer have shared, so like this is also documented here. So anytime all the pre-design journey is like stays, and like if you are working with any lead, suppose that lead work with you for few months, and then after that, if that leads is goes on hold because they haven't got the position of their project, or then also like if they come after 2 months or 3 months, all that initial journey is preserved with the lead as well as the project. So both this inspiration is available in a project, as well as if you open any lead, it is also available. So if you work on any lead and you work for like all pre-design phase, and after that project goes on hold, and like after few months it comes back, then you have all the history, all the work done, and you can always, whenever your lead actually move to project, right? So there is a like this button where promote to project. So when you promote to project, all the work or all the data which is stored to that lead is also preserved, and you can find everything in that inspiration. Okay, other than that, like there is a one more tool we have which your designers can use. So currently how designers does is like they generally find these images, they do the Google search, they look for images. The whole world is changing, and the like design space is also changing with the AI. So what we have done is we have included this in as a design assistant. It's a pre-design assistant. You don't have to like compare it with any of design tool like SketchUp or any tool you are using, but it is a pre-designed tool where you can just give us some rough idea to your customer. So for an example, like I'll just give this one image, one text here. there is a sample text here. You can actually select from this and you can make any customization. So I'm just giving the sample one. Then you just have to do enter, and let AI assistant design that image for you. You can do multiple iterations. So because how the AI work, you need multiple iterations with the similar or some modified prompts. Gradually, there is a lots of information about how you can write a good prompts, because you have to instruct. That is also kind of a like assistant who is like learning. So you have to kind of instruct with the right information to that AI assistant to generate image. So this is the image I got. Now suppose I like this image. If I didn't like it, I can always delete it. If I like this image, I can click on this plus icon and I can do add to inspiration. So once I add it to inspiration, it is available in my company repository. You see, like this is coming in my company repository, and this is also coming as a with the tag that it has been generated by AI. So you can actually clearly identify it. If you want, these are also, you see there is a auto tag. If you also want, you can also tag it with any custom label you want to add to. So like all this inspiration journey, like you use it and you set up for your company account. And also there is a one more thing, which is just to preserve you or your user from not being like deleting all these images, or like if you have set up your repository. So what you can do, you go to users, you do your manage role, select, suppose like this is a role, I have a supervisor role and I don't want that supervisor role to actually work on inspiration. Okay, so you go to inspiration, you can just deselect this. So like in this case, the supervisor role cannot delete. If you want to give the permission, you can do delete. You can also give a permission to upload custom inspiration, but you can also delete, you can also remove permission to any role. So we recommend you give it to like few designers or few folks who are actually working on this area, so that like your repository is maintained and that is not being updated by any person. And you also set this client app setting, you also set this custom only, so like all your images are visible to your customer. So whenever you start your project with anybody, you don't have to anytime, like every time you have to share few suggestions. You can say like, okay, we have recommended you, we have like all repository, you can go to our client tab, you can look at all the video images, and you can also select and give her choices, and your designers can work through whole this journey using both CRM interface as well as your client app interface. Okay, thank you. I hope it helps you to use this feature better, and thanks a lot.